global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome back to our channel. The crisis in Rivers State and PDP is not ending anytime soon, as three fractions has emerged: PDP, Fubara, PDP, Wike, PDP, Atiku Abubakar. All three seem to be holding very strong front in their position to take which is what. Of course, Bode George have decided to unveil the challenges they are facing and the fact that there's more to it and they may not have a strong fold except this is done ultimately. And of course, in a related development, the Deputy National Secretary have decided to expose the fact that there will be no sacred cow. He has mentioned all the issues that will be tackled and the fact that Wike may likely be in the center stage. Let's dive into the trustees. BoT member of the People's Democratic Party PDP, that's Chief Bode George, has said that the party is too divided to provide opposition to the All Progressive Congress APC. Now, however, he defended his decision not to serve on the party's disciplinary committee, saying it is lopsided. The former national vice chairman said the party leadership should have set up a post-mortem committee to discuss the reasons why the party lost before they inaugurated the disciplinary and reconciliation committees last week. Now, George, a disciplinary committee, a member headed by Chief Tom Ikeme, said that in contrast, his decision not to serve on the committee doesn't mean he is degrading the party. The chairman and the secretary are from one side. We must be fair, he said. Now, speaking on the news, he said that we must set up a committee to review on the during and also the post-election. That's the pre-election, the during the election, and also the post-election, on why we lost the election, after which a special committee with experienced members will be formed to address these issues. He said that the post-mortem should have been discussed long ago, lamenting that the party barely held meetings after the election, stressing that the party cannot provide the needed opposition to the ruling administration. He lamented that the party is currently divided into three groups, led by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, one group, FCT Minister Wike, another group, and the PDP governors have their own group. That's the three groups now. Now, while he noted that none of the groups own the PDP enterprise, he urged that all sides of the crisis to calm their nerves. We can get back to the table and discuss this at length. He, however, urged all participants to drop their ambition. In a veiled reference to Atiku, George urged party leaders to emulate President Joe Biden, who dropped out of the race because of his age. When you get a certain age and class, you hand over to the younger generation, adding that no individual can be more significant than the nation. People are perpetually asking that they want to be president at all costs. Your input should be Nigeria first, he said. Of course, from what he's saying, from the veiled information there, you could sense that it's actually referring to none other person than Atiku. Atiku have been running literally for the presidency since almost 3 decades now. You know, he keep coming, he keep losing. He has tried it in PDP, in APC. In response to a lot of allegations, the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of PDP, Ibrahim Abdullahi, said that Wike has constantly reaffirmed his membership and reiterated his loyalty to the party. And Abdullahi stated this during an interview. He said that the PDP would allow him to continue with his membership until there is substantive proof. Let me quote him word for word. He said, "Well, discipline is a very important factor in political party management, but it's a relative term depending on how you choose to look at it. The last time we checked, Wike is saying that he is a bona fide member of the PDP. He is still, reiterating his commitments, his loyalty to the party. And to that extent, we are bound by allowing him to continue to do this until we are able to prove substantially that he is not a member of the party or as presently constituted." Abdullahi, however, said that the disciplinary committee headed by Chief Tom Ikeme would invite the former Rivers State governor for questioning. He assured that the committee will be transparent and fair In the decision, he emphasized that the National Working Committee (NWC) will be bound by the decision of the committee. The Deputy National Publicity Secretary added that there would be no sacred cow. He maintained that all party members indicted by the committee will be sanctioned by the NWC, which is National Working Committee. We have a committee now in charge of discipline, which has just come on board. All of these expectations will be addressed by that committee. First, there's a committee just 2 days ago constituted and led by elder statesman Chief Tom Ikemi, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, a very important committee like that, peopled by very distinguished members of the party. Former governors, former senators will be expected to have their capacity to assist also. You know the party now. We are not claiming to know it all as an NWC. We have not admitted that we are the only ones that can solve the problem. Party management requires involvement of founding members of the party. When we have crises like this ones you're talking about, we can shift it to the committees, and that's why we have not just a committee for a discipline. We also have a committee in charge of reconciliation. Therefore, these committees are expected to go down, invite every other person, including Nyesom Wike, and to ask and interrogate them over all of these allegations leveled against them. And if justification is found, we will sanction them accordingly. You rest assured there's not, and I need not to be quoted on this, that a single member of this party will be vindicated once they are found to have associated themselves with anything anti-party. The committee are going to recommend that sanctions, and then the NWC will wield its sticks appropriately. I can tell you this, but we have this committee just 2 days ago, although the committee had been in place since 2017 on other issues anyway. It was still able to do a few things before we renewed its mandate just 2 days ago, to look into the contemporary issues and provide solutions towards addressing them amicably. So you take this from me, we are going to certainly deal with anyone, and I need to be quoted, we will sanction them accordingly, and no sacred cow, Abdullahi added. And those are the words of Abdullahi. But according to Abdullahi, he's literally also saying that Wike have not shown any anti-party activity, none that he knows of. I don't know why our politicians like to play to the gallery. They sometimes they're difficult to hold. They can be calling something white. The whole world is seeing it as black. They'll tell you, well, what I see, that perception is relative. I see white because it's very opaque, it's clear. And every other person will wonder, is it that my eyes have eye problem? I can literally see black. They'll tell you, prove it. I can prove it is white. You prove that it is black. And you know it is black. They know it's black. But since it's your word against theirs, it makes you look as if it's like your brain is not functioning well. While as your brain is very intact. They're just playing to the gallery. I'm surprised he is saying that because Nyesom Wike said that he is a committed member. And for that reason, he has not committed anti-party politics. The fact that he allowed Atiku Abubakar to lose, and he said it categorically during the build-up of the election, is that not anti-party enough? And the fact that Bode George also mentioned something very unique. The reason why PDP lost gallantly is because there's this unwritten constitution that is the turn of the South. And PDP fielding Atiku literally dimmed their hope. Because if they had fielded a Southerner, maybe it would have been a very nice competition. That's one. And secondly, that is where the start of anti-party politics started for Wike. Because at that period, Wike got angry. Look, we cannot be saying it's turn of the South and Atiku is coming out. Even if it would have been a case of allow the whole Southerners to contest, anybody from the North shouldn't have. Maybe it would have just been a case of between Wike and maybe Peter Obi. But it didn't go down that way, unfortunately. But then again, let's see how it plays out. Let's meet in that conversation. That's going to wrap it up. What's your take? Have a nice time. God bless you.
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global.